and welcome to Sunday Stamping with Hedgehog Hollow and Elizabeth Craft Designs. This is our final video tutorial of 2017. We'll be back in 2018 with lots of new releases and new ideas for you. But today we're creating a great last minute gift tag of a Santa. So let's get started. So first of all, let's take a quick look at the tag. We're going to add some great details to it. You've got the Christmas greetings there at the bottom, which is actually a heat emboss. So we'll be doing that with some Elizabeth Craft sentiments. We're creating a buckle. We're creating that gorgeous belt with the holes in it. Plus you can see on his beard there's some shimmer on there as well. So we're going to be adding that in there too. So to start with, you're going to need a piece of the soft finish Ladybug red cardstock. That is 3 inches by 5.5 inches. And we're also going to use a piece of the soft finish white. But first of all, you want to turn that piece over. You've got a nice white on the other side. And you can see I'm making some marks. 1 inch from the left, 1 inch from the right, and then 1 inch down either side. And that's how we're going to create that nice taper on there as well. So then I'm just going to join those 2 dots together using my paper trimmer. I like using the EK Success Cutter-P. That's my favorite trimmer. It comes in a large and small size. And they will be linked up below the video for you. We're now going to use those Fishtail Borders. And there's some great borders in there. You can see on the other one I use the smooth, and on this one I'm going to use the crinkle to make it look like he's got a curly beard. I'm using Pritt Stick. That's a British version of Elmer's glue stick. I had lots left over when we moved here. I used to do brownie projects, but if you want something similar, I'll link up an Elmer's stick below as well. And the Tonic glue stick is also great. You're going to stick that on with the point there roughly in the middle of your gift tag, and I'm going to leave that to the side to dry while we make our buckle. Now the buckle is actually made out of the pop-up, so for the interactive cards. You can see it embosses and it cuts 2 of those sides. I'm going to join those cuts up to make it a nice rectangle, so it looks like the buckle there. And I do leave a little bit of extra space on the side, and you can just snip with your scissors to join those up, so you have that nice square there. Again, excuse my head in the way, but I'm going to use my craft knife. And I particularly like, this one's from Michael's, it's called a Reflections craft knife. Oh, Recollections rather, really nice craft knife to work with. But I'm working all the way across in what you'll see is some embossed pieces. And that creates this buckle, a great way to use a die in another way. And you'll see there we've created the pieces to feed in our belt. Now the belt itself is a 3/4 or just a smidgen under an inch. So it's kind of, I think, around about 7/8 of the black soft finish cardstock. And I'm taking a small hole punch here, and I'm going to punch my way along. I couldn't find my Crop-A-Dile, which would be perfect for this to get super even holes, but this works really well to get some fairly even ones. I made sure that the top of my punch was on the top of my cardstock, and that made sure it was nice and even. So I'm feeding this through so you can see now how it creates that buckle and how awesome that looks. Now you can center it up however you like, whether you want the holes on display or not. You can make that decision yourself. Again, I'm taking my paper trimmer and I'm trimming down that piece of white cardstock. It's white soft finish again, and I'm just trimming it down to be the same size as my gift tag. I like to have that little bit of extra just to make sure it's perfectly centered before I cut it down. Now I'm using the thin Elizabeth Craft tear tape on this one, and they fit perfectly above and below my holes, and so you won't see any of it. I wouldn't advise putting any tape over your holes, otherwise things might stick to it, or it can still be a little bit tacky when you touch it. So try to stick above and below. As I say, the Elizabeth Craft tear tape is perfect for that. And again, my buckle is a little bit longer, so I can just trim it down, and you can see me doing that there. So it's just the same width again. Now the final step is to emboss our sentiment on there and also add that shimmer on his beard. So to do that, this is a Nuvo shimmer pen, and I decided to go super shimmery on this. And what you'll notice is on the whole, I'm working in a circular motion. Now that circular motion makes it look like he has a really fluffy beard. And you'll see on the first tag at the end, there's pictures of the 2 of them together. I put a little bit less on there, so you can put however much you want in there. for the desired effect that you're looking for, whether you're looking for a touch of shimmer or whether you're looking for a nice fluffy beard. You can make that decision yourself. So again, I'm using those Christmas sentiments in there. Everything is linked below the video for you. Plus I've added a coupon code that's exclusive to Hedgehog Hollow viewers. So do check that out as well. And I'm stamping it out with my VersaMark. I've recently started using these Lawn Fawn blocks. They're really nice to work with. They've got lines and things on them to help you line things up perfectly. I like these tidy trays or tiny trays to use my embossing. You can see how easy it is then to put everything back. And I've already heat embossed that with my Wagner heat tool. I'm taking that small hole punch again, and I actually made 3 holes because I couldn't find my larger hole punch. And that was then perfect to put this piece of ribbon through. So angle it up, and then you've got a nice long point to put it through. And then I just loop it here, you can see, and pop the 2 ends through that loop to give you that nice tie on there. You can leave it long or short depending on what you're doing. I shorten this, and I normally use a pair of ribbon scissors that are from Ginga. Again, I'll link those up for you. So you can see there are 2 tags, super pretty, great last minute, as I say. Or maybe you're looking for some other ways to stretch your supplies. You could always keep this in the bank for next year. Some of these items are retiring, so I would advise you to add them to your stash. And thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to check out those links that are below the video, plus that exclusive coupon code. There's also some great sales going on, and all of that is linked below the video for you. Do hit that subscribe button or stamp it if you prefer, and we'd love if you gave us a thumbs up for this video. Thanks so much for joining me here throughout 2017 for Sunday Stamping with Hedgehog Hollow, and I will see you again next year. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.